All right, so I just talked to my wife and I got the go ahead. I'm gonna cut that branch where it needs to be cut, which is right there off the trunk of the tree. That's where it needs to be cut to get all the sunlight in here that we need in here. She doesn't like it if I cut, she doesn't like it when I cut trees down or big branches off because she likes the way they look. And I agree with her. I think they're cool too, but we're trying to get grass to grow. In the grass, it looks better if there's grass, but also the dogs track in so much dirt and mud into our house. Want grass here instead of just dirt. That's why I'm doing it. Anyway, it's gonna make this a lot easier and a lot safer. I'm gonna do this the same way as I did the other two, where I cut it far away, let it break off, and let it, like when it pulls the bark, when it breaks off and it pulls the bark, that's not good for the tree when it's all said and done. You just want one good clean cut, and then it can heal and be cool. But if again, I'm not a professional. I'm a professional, not a professional. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, be careful. Don't do stupid things like I do. Let's get this one down there. Yeah. All right. That one. You see how much light just came in here? That's what I'm talking about. So now, let me just try something here. This might work, it might not. Oh, here it comes. Holy cow. That's why you don't. This is only funny because it didn't just kill me. But please don't do the things that I do. Now I'm gonna cut that short. I'm gonna cut it right up next to the tree so that it can heal. And daggone. Careful! This just keeps getting crazier. It just keeps getting crazier. I gotta move the ladder now to get to the other side. Please don't do the things that I do. It's just that easy. Just that easy. Rooster doesn't like it. All right, I gotta get this back up there. That ought to work. So I got this saw. I'm gonna use this up there. We've seen probably enough crazy for a minute. Everybody just calm down. That's not gonna be the best angle. I can get this one though, probably. I think. Dang, go on. Let me get myself in a good position here. That's not a good spot either. I thought that was going to be a good spot for the ladder for both of them, but no, it's not a good spot for either one of them. Maybe here. Let's try that. Can you see me up here? I think you can. My goodness. I got an idea. This thing's not. It's just not. It's not sharp. I got an idea. Let's see how this goes. See if I can get the angle I want. Yeah, it should work. Look out! I think that's gonna be all right. I got one more somewhere. I want to get that one right there. I don't know if I can get it. There's one more I want to get, which is all the way up. I can get it. Don't tell me you can't. I don't know if I can or not. We'll see. See what it looks like when I get up here. Oh yeah. So what I don't like about that is that you can probably see, I don't know if you can see it or not. That one, the bark underneath it pulled away. I should have cut underneath it first. That's what you're supposed to do. Cut underneath it, that way when it breaks off, it doesn't pull the bark away. What you need to see about this one. So let me just take you up here. So that, you see where that swing hangs onto that, and that branch right there is what was holding that chain where I want it, so that the swing doesn't slide down towards the tree. Anyway, I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. do the best I can anyway. Because that little stump now is going to die. And it won't hold the... Oh, man. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It's not going to kill the tree. It's not good for the tree, but it's not going to kill it. But look at this. I can walk through here without ducking. Now, thank God. There's a low branch over here, but that one is off limits. That's my wife's favorite branch in our backyard. Used to be a hammock right there, and that was like her shade, so she could lay in the hammock and read her book and all that good stuff. And I can't remember exactly why we took the hammock out. But anyway, we may put another one back there someday, so I'm not cutting that branch off. But anyway, let me go get my chainsaw now. I'm gonna put the dogs in. That could be bad. And then I'm gonna cut this up. And I'm feeling so much better about it, honestly. And I'm pretty happy about the fact that I didn't fall off the ladder or get smashed by a branch or cut my hand off or anything crazy like that. That would have probably ruined my day. But I didn't. And now the hard part's done. So, right on. All right, I got my chainsaw, and so listen, I know that what I just did was crazy up in the tree and not safe at all, but that's a battery-powered chainsaw, and you control it with your finger, right? So it's probably safer than using a gas-powered chainsaw, which is what I have now. I promise you I'm not going to be crazy with this because it's so dangerous. And I'm comfortable with it because I've used it enough and I understand how it works, but don't mess around with chainsaws. That's not funny at all. None of this is funny, I'm sure, but entertaining maybe, but don't try to do any of this. Please don't, unless you understand how it all can hurt you. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Get closer. Gotta clean this mess up now. Going to tell you real quick. So when you cut these, I think most people cut them in like 16-inch, whatever, sections, because then they'll fit in your fireplace or they'll fit in your fire pit or whatever. If you're just going to burn it, just make it small enough to be able to carry wherever your burn pile is, obviously, right? But if you want to be able to use it, I think, at least what I've been taught, is about 16 inches. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And I don't want to keep all this. I am going to start a fire. Start a fire here in a little bit. But I got a wood pile. I'll show it to you. Because we have a fire pit, which we haven't used yet this year. Maybe we'll do it tonight. Anyway, I'm going to stack some of this in our fire pit because we like to hang out by a fire at night and chill. So I'm going to make some fuel for that. It happens so quick, you gotta be careful. So the rest of that is all, it's too, I don't want it for my fire pit. There's some over there I want to get. I'll cut that. Let's go do that. See, there's not a lot here that I want, but there's some. Trying to get this, a lot of this stuff that I know I don't want for the fire hit. short enough that it fits in my burn pile. Let me show you this real quick too. I don't even know where this came from, but one of these trees, obviously. This stick. I've been watching Margot carry this stick around. Look at that sucker. She's just been walking around with that thing in her mouth for 3 or 4 days. Maybe I should leave it for her. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna make a decision later whether I'm gonna burn that one or not. I don't know. She seems to like it. Anyway, I gotta come in here and get all this stuff picked up and dragged over to my burn pile. But yeah, we got some good ones cut. There's so much more daylight in here. I feel like, it just makes everything feel bigger. It's way better. All right, thanks for hanging out. Excuse me. I just ate a protein bar and now I'm choking on it. There's my fire pit. It's kind of cool, right? And then, there's my wood pile. There is my burn pile. Let's go take a look at this. Hey, there's, look at this. Look at the cat. That cat has 2 names. My wife calls him Johnny, but I don't, for obvious reasons. I don't like that name for a cat. I call him Wilford Brimley because I don't know if you saw him or not, but he's got a little perfectly formed white mustache. He kind of looks like Wilford Brimley. Anyway, I'm going to sit you down and I'm going to show you a cheat. This is a little bit of a cheat code for getting fires like this going. That stuff was just on the tree. You saw it there. So it's wet, so it doesn't want to burn. But guess what I got? I got my trusty blower. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. Let me show you how this works. So that, obviously, you can see how that gets the coals going a little bit. I had some boxes that I needed to get rid of, so I started the fire with the boxes. And then I had a bunch of sticks that had fallen in my yard. Bendovers, right? So I put those on the bottom, and then I put all that wet stuff on top. And it will burn. By the end of the day, it'll just be ashes, but it's not gonna burn real fast. Mostly gonna smoke and steam and all that good stuff because it's wet. Anyway, I got everything over there that I want to keep for our fire pit. And I'm gonna just keep on watching this burn, I guess, until I know it's in a place where it's safe and I can leave it. And then I got other stuff I gotta do. In fact, let me show you. I might be able to just do this right now. Look at that gutter. That's not doing much good. I gotta take it down. Maybe I'll just do that right now. Let me go grab my screw gun. I don't know how easy it's gonna come off, is the only problem. Let me grab my screw gun. Let's see what we can do with it. All right. I don't need this giant battery on here. Even this battery's too big. Doesn't need to be on there, but those are the 2 I got down here that are charged right now, so whatever. That's a good size battery for the blower. You don't need it that big, but whatever. Anyway, let's see how this goes. What a mess. So I think what you got to know, I put this gutter on. I don't know how to hang gutters. You got to do it just right. You got to have fall, obviously, so it runs to the downspout. But these are vinyl. They're not metal. They're not, I don't know. I don't know enough about gutters, but I know this didn't work. Got full of leaves. I didn't clean it out in time. It got real heavy. Then it wouldn't drain because it was full of leaves. Everything about it was wrong. But I've heard vinyl, if you stay up with it, is fine. But in the winter, if it's so if you don't clean it and the water can't run out of it in the wintertime, everything that's clogging that drain is going to hold the water obviously in the gutter, and then if that freezes and that expands, it'll break vinyl. It'll just snap it. So I think that's one of the problems with vinyl. That would probably damage a metal gutter too. You don't want to do that. Gutters are, you don't think about them much because, you know, whatever. It's just not really something that is on your mind unless you got a bunch of trees around your house, and then you really need to clean your gutters. You have to. Or you end up with this. This is why you got to do it. But I actually need a different bit. Let me go grab one real quick. So I think what I'm gonna do, probably I gotta take this down. It's just a mess. But I think what I'm probably gonna try to do is, I wanna fix it. I need a gutter. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it, see what I can do. And this might just be one of those things where I just need to hire someone. Because, you know, you do stuff by yourself, you can save a lot of money, but you can also hurt yourself if you're not careful. And you can also do it wrong. And then you've wasted money, because the guys that come in that know what they're doing probably gonna take the stuff you bought and throw it away anyway. So that's not what you want. So whatever, just, this is gonna make a big mess right here, I'm afraid. I think this is the only thing holding everything on there. Oh, well, it wasn't as bad as I anticipated, but yeah, that gutter wasn't doing much. I'll tell you what, everything here needs replaced. Now, man, I made a mess of this. I'm pretty sure that this bit will get the rest of it off. But you know what I'm saying? Of course, do what you can, but if you don't know, sometimes it's better to just stay out of the way, put your pride away, and let somebody else take care of it. Oh, that's got the same thing on here. All right, well. I don't know what I'm gonna do where that downspout is. And I made a mess of that too. That's got way too many turns. That's probably why this thing's clogged. All right. Let me change this bed. I can get that one big piece off. That'll help me. If I can get the big one out of the way, then I can come back and get all the little stuff. I think this is gonna work. This one might make a mess. Yeah. I was looking for that screw. I don't want to hit it with my mower. All right. So the rest of this I can get off with this bit, I think. The other side has a gutter on it that's metal, and I need to clean it, but there's a bird's nest in it. It got so dirty that the birds were like, yeah, this is perfect. It's already a nest. We don't even have to build anything. So I'll go over there and take a look at it, and if we can clean everything but where the nest is, we will. If it makes sense to. If not, then, well, yeah, I got to do something. Don't want to mess up the birds, though. And I mean, I can just leave that on for now. Because I think, you know what I'm going to have to do? I think I'm going to have to replace this whole board. I'm going to take this off all the way across and replace it. And honestly, the reason why I need to do it is so that I can put screws in it that will stay. It's all rotten because it's been wet. I don't know. And like I just said, I might have somebody come out here and put a gutter on. Somebody that knows about gutters. Say, look, I got about 35 feet that needs a gutter. It should take you, you know, maybe 30 minutes. Maybe. If they got the right stuff with them, somebody could do it in 30 minutes or less, I'm sure. And it would be done right. I don't know. I just don't know how to do it. Anyway. See, my fire went down. Let's get that going again. I don't know. You do that a few times, and it'll all burn. It will. You know it will. You just got to stick with it. It's either that or let it sit somewhere and pile and dry out. I don't want to do that. I don't want to look at that. So, right on. I'm gonna see what that bird's nest is all about. Maybe we'll get up there and clean that gutter together.